Afternoon, good morning, good morning. Are you all hearing me loud and clear, Miss Isis?
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much, Miss Isis in studio. We're gonna speak about what is going on within the People's National Party. I'm gonna have a good friend of mine coming on, Lion, in a couple of minutes. We're gonna talk about what's going on within the People's National Party in the land of wood and water, because there are so many things going on in the country that we need to really dig deep in. I see wherein the Chief Justice of Jamaica is saying that to solve crime in this country, we have to solve the crime rate in Jamaica. There are so many things that we have to do. And when you hear the Jamaica Chief Justice come out and speak out, you must know. I see where also former Minister of National Security, former Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, the sheriff himself, Starboy himself, 89, was speaking at a PNP conference in St. Catharines over the weekend, or on November 25th. And the gentleman is saying that the Prime Minister needs to name the 6 parliamentarians for an investigation. And I agree with the good gentleman. He went on to say that none of the People's National Party, the parliament members rather, is involved in the 6 that is on investigation. So today, we're going to dig deep in it. I hope I can get a good friend to come on the platform here. Maybe I should get Mr. Rattigan to come on too. Because when you get Rattigan come on, a lot of people want to listen to what Mr. Rattigan have to say. So maybe we should just send Mr. Rattigan the link and have him to come on. Gentle people, I am live on air here on Roots 6.1 FM. See that? See everybody coming on. We love Ratty. We love Ratty. See? Everybody on the platform is saying you love Ratty. Bring him on. Not me. You all can go to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Because we don't speak any fake news around here. We don't put any misinformation around here. By the way, I see a call coming to my program yesterday from somewhere up on Hope Road. And the number came up, the name came up, and it said JM House. So it's coming from Jamaica House. Now you have time to call my program and talking about no Andrew that's gonna win. And I know who you are. I don't have to call any name. I know who you are. But let me make it clear to you. Minister of Misinformation. That I don't fear that nobody nowhere. God protect me. God protect me. God protect me. You see? So I don't fear nobody. And one thing I want to say this morning here, I don't want to bash anybody on this program because we come we come here by labor pain, not by aeroplane. We come here by labor pain, not by aeroplane. I have some people on another call. I'm gonna cut them off because they're kind of telling me what to do, what not to do, and they'll get me in a little serious trouble. I'm gonna send the Zoom link that he needs to come on. Not the Zoom link, the StreamYard link. Mr. Rattigan, the people are calling. I'm gonna send a link to you. Anyway, we're here to speak about what's going on in our country. And basically, it seems as if the election is near. Everybody's an election campaign trail. Everybody's an election campaign. Every soul is an election campaign trail and campaigning. Anyway, let us go into what, and also I see wherein the Minister of Transportation, Mr. Darrell Valls, has filed a lawsuit against the General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dr. Nathan Campbell. Darrell Valls finally served court documents on Dr. Nathan Campbell. You see what is going on in the country? A whole shebang going on. Whole shebang going on. That we get from a news organization to what went on. Because apparently they've been trying to serve Dr. Campbell with this from when? After months of trying, the Minister of Transportation, Darrell Valls, has successfully served court documents on the People's National Party General Secretary, Dr. Nathan Campbell. Valls filed a $1 million defamation suit against Dr. Campbell on August 6, 2023. Let's see what they say.
Lawyers acting for Darrell Valls say Dr. Dayton Campbell has been dodging process servers for over 3 months, what they say are deliberate methods. Valls' legal team made another attempt to serve Dr. Campbell with the court papers on November 16 at a Power Up event held at the PNP's Old Hope Road headquarters. Dr. Campbell, despite refusing to accept documents in hand, was served by police personnel at the event. Dr. Campbell is required to file an acknowledgement of service within 14 days of service. His attorneys have filed that acknowledgement. Dr. Campbell is also required to file a defense within 42 days of service. Minister Vaz confirmed the development with our news center on Monday.
I can confirm that he was served. It took some time. The suit was filed in August and we were only able to serve in November. Everyone knows that if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And therefore, it should not be a surprise. This has now been served and the court action continues.
Vaz is one of 3 individuals seeking damages from the PNP General Secretary. The other 2 are West St. Thomas MP James Robertson and former JLP MP Othniel Lauren.
Wow. What a thing. What a thing. They have served court documents on the General Secretary of the People's National Party. We have to be careful what we're saying nowadays, because it seems as if since Mr. Wilfred Rattigan filed a lawsuit against Mr. Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, it seems as if since that happened, everybody filing lawsuits. By the way, there is news coming out of Guyana, where the Venezuelan government and the Guyanese government is at odds over some border issue. Some border issue going on. Is it that Venezuela may invade Guyana? Well, we don't know. Let us see. Let us hope that that don't happen. Jamaica has won some travel award. The Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett, collect some travel award for Jamaica, where people say Jamaica is the best place to travel to. And they're saying that tourists is saying that Jamaica is the safest place to go to, but not for Jamaicans living in Jamaica. Not for Jamaicans living in Jamaica. It is safe for the tourists who are entering our country. But the people who live in our country is faced with the fundamental problems of security. You see? They're faced with problems in our country. And as far as I see what is going on, there is absolutely no way we as Jamaican citizens can sit down in a country that is rocked with crime and violence. But yet, it is okay, it is safe, for tourists come to the country, of course. Is it safe for Jamaica? Is it really safe for us in the country? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But they are saying it is safe for tourists to come into Jamaica. They are saying it is safe for tourists to enter our country, but it's not safe for the Jamaican people. They can't see with the windows and door open as promised by the Prime Minister of Jamaica. They cannot sleep with the windows and door open. But is it safe? It is safe. For those who are of the affluent of society, it is safe for them because they are the one who can afford security 24/7. But the other people who live in the country can't afford security. Good morning, my good friend. How are you doing?
I am blessing Jeffrey. Blessings to you and the entire house that we have here, as well as the internet viewers.
Lion, what is your views about the People's National Party where Dayton Campbell, Darrell Vaz is soon in Dayton Campbell? I want to play back this to make you hear again. I know he wasn't here because I'm going to play back here.
Okay.
Lawyers acting for Darrell Vaz say Dr. Dayton Campbell has been dodging process servers for over 3 months through what they say are deliberate methods. Vaz's legal team made another attempt to serve Dr. Campbell with the court papers on November 16 at a power-up event held at his Old Hope Road headquarters. Dr. Campbell, despite refusing to accept the documents in hand, was served by police personnel at the event. Dr. Campbell is required to file an acknowledgement of service within 14 days of service. His attorneys have filed that acknowledgement. Dr. Campbell is also required to file a defense within 42 days of service. Minister Vaz confirmed the development with our news center on Monday.
I can confirm that he was served. It took some time. The suit was filed in August and we were only able to serve in November. Everyone knows that if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And therefore, it should not be a surprise that this has now been served and the court action continues.
Vaz is one of 3 individuals seeking damages from.
Yes, I heard it. Heard it.
So, what do you think is going on? Is it are those a total different thing? You think it's because Wilfred can file a lawsuit against the minister, these people in parliament start filing lawsuits against each other?
You know, it's funny that you should say that, you know. It's as if you're picking my brain. Because I'm the man on the card. Who's downtown. He is bliss and trying to use physical violence instead of behaving in the order of maintaining law and order. And you know the captain said to him, now what's true? Some say, hold on now. From what you can come now, the eyes of Jamaica have been opened to foreign authority lies in their hand. Even though rivers are doing now, because when they say that's who, huh? All of a sudden, everybody's making a lawsuit. And I see what's not. The lawsuit that Tigan did is very pivotal. Not even Marcus Garvey achieved it. In terms of the effect and status quo and the powers that be been holding down this island for ever since.
Yes.
Not even and I say that without any hesitation. This is the first time in the history of Jamaica, even before 1944, that the powers that hold the people of Jamaica in subjection have been held their feet to the fire, compelled to answer. That's never happened. And the ordinary people, Jeffrey, realize that it can.
Yes.
Now, as far as what is taking place, that same lawsuit is causing an unraveling to take place both in the JP and as it is clearly obvious in the PNP. Because when the PNP stand outside the country, as far as in North America, in these ways, they are feeling that and being ratified by becoming more assertive and many times putting their foot in their proverbial mouth.
Yes. Yes.
So I think it's a good thing, Jeffrey. I really think it's a good thing. It's not good for the JPM people because they're unraveling.
Yes, and that is to show you that
Yes.
there is no unity within the government and within the opposition of Jamaica.
No unity. No unity. There's only one thing that bonds them together is the art of corruption.
Mm.
Nothing else. Not the interest of the Jamaican people. Not even the interest of the party members. Because of a hierarchy structure in the party membership, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, we try that you make a box food and a bottle of beer and a t-shirt. And you make the most noise and it is their blood that is shed all the while. But you have a higher hierarchy now.
Mm.
Who give out the orders, driving the pajeros, and never get visited by gunmen or thieves in the residence that they live.
Yes.
So they don't know that even though they are party members, they're JPP, they're at the bottom of the pile. And I don't want to tell you what kind of pile. Eh? They're at the bottom of the pile. No! OJLDF, led by Vatican, has come out without any funding from any particular private interest.
No, man, no funding from the people of the Vumva and the Vumva and the FLS society.
Yeah? No partisan affiliation out of his own pocket. All right, let us call a spade a spade. You want some of alternative motive? Okay, ulterior motive. You want ulterior motive? I think everybody should have an ulterior motive at this point in Jamaica's history. Everybody. You're going to take your own resources. You're going to put your own life on the line. And you're going to speak. Just like when you talk and say, you, Jeffrey Tavares, run this show, the Make We Talk program.
Yes.
We must have expression in our voice. And that is what Rattigan has showed him. And he didn't get belligerent or anything like that. No, he spoke the King's English and in order. Nevertheless, it was a sword that cut to the marrow. That's what they're afraid of.
Yes.
And that's why you have this a lot of excitement taking place now in the PNP party. As well as the GMP. The question is asked about the PNP party right now, right?
Yes.
They are seeing that the Titanic is going down.
But Lion, let me ask you this question, Lion. When you look at Jamaica now, with the whole political shebang going on in the country, 6 parliamentarians investigation, nobody knows what is going on with the Prime Minister's decoration. The Speaker of the House refused to table what the Integrity Commission said. Where do you see Jamaica going? Is Jamaica becoming a banana republic?
I tell you, it's a bit worse. Jamaica is being led by political moral turpitudes. They have no morals. One time, Jeffrey, you can recall, right? Can you not so young like me? Are we not too old? Huh?
Go ahead.
When, if you heard a politician being even questioned at a certain level pertaining to his performance and our integrity. Without hesitation, he hands in his resignation. And if he was not culpable in the act that was being pursued against him, then there will be a clamor for him not to resign, and the head would say, no, I refuse a resignation because he's a man of honor all the time. These people have whatsoever. They do anything and they come and speak before you with these fancy orchestrated gesticulation, right? Somebody going to a drama, a play, and you're just acting out in front of people, not believing that they understand what you're doing.
But Lion, and I'm cutting you off. In which modern democracy, in which other modern democracy, repeat it again, in which other modern democracy can you have 6 persons under investigation from the parliament of the country who is being paid, the taxpayers of this country pay them. They are serving the people of the country. And you can't know this. Yeah?
They are the ones that are responsible for the degradation and the crime and the murder that is now in Jamaica. Because when a young youth come and see that they have no accountability and they do what they want to do and that there's a rule separate and apart for them, the youth realize that no more authority to tell them nothing about law. They say, well, you are doing and trying to do better what you are doing. They have no moral standing to maintain law and order. That is where Jamaica is at. No moral standing whatsoever. They're talking about the gentleman Wilfred Rattigan not having any standing in the diaspora, disqualifying over 3 million people, upwards of 3 million people from participating in the development of Jamaica, although you want to take the money. That standing, the standing that they're talking about right now, moral standing, they don't have any. And it is plain to see. The only reason why they are getting a jacket and a fancy suit and dress is because they have been able to sign away the soul of Jamaican people to the foreign national conglomerates and interests. Vis-a-vis the United Nations, the World Bank, they will sign anything and commit the entire population to think that they don't even know. Who is going to ask them the question? What and when last have you sent Jamaica to a paper that is going to affect their lives with any international body, and you come and explain it fully that people understand that you just sold the soul of the country?
You know, I'm happy to come to that point because I want to ask a question also. But I have to say this before I ask you the question. I was watching a video yesterday and I was showing it to my wife that the president of Guyana, the Republic of Guyana, is it Guyana? Yes. Was walking around in some constituency in that country. And he had with him the member of the council and the mayors. And the man, but when he was walking, the people coming out to him and they said the drain and the drain this and the drain that. The drainage system. The president of the country look on the councils and mayors and say, the people pay on you know. You're gonna work. You're gonna work. We have joining us now. Our good friend Wilfred Rattigan has just joined us.
This is an honor this morning.
Ratty?
Yeah, yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey Tavares. Good morning to your educated and esteemed listeners and viewers. And good morning to your caller. I think I heard somebody, I heard his voice. I think I know who that person is. But
yes,
good morning, everybody.
Blessings, man. Lion in the house, man. Lion in the house.
Yes. So let me ask this question now. Both of Mr. Rattigan and of you, Lion. If we have a political party in this country, opposition party, And
Yes.
to have a vibrant opposition, you must stand up for the people, yeah?
Yes.
Then, if the opposition party don't have any seats, none of their 14 members of parliament and senators, I think it's 14, yes, is not on the name, their name is on the list of investigation. Don't you think that the opposition leader should come out and lead a peaceful protest to the Parliament of Jamaica or to Jamaica House, demanding that the 6 members of Parliament be named, demanding that the Speaker of the House table the report? Mr. Rattigan? Wilfred Rattigan? Never have lost him. What do you think of him?
Well, I think, without a shadow of a doubt, that Lisa Hanna has much more courage than Mark Golden, the opposition.
Yeah.
He's been stifled from expressing herself fully. I pray that she would shake off the shackles and rid her mind of this partisan captivity that she has been coerced to indulge in, and speak plain, categorically. For once, not in the interest of the party, but in the interest of the people. We are seeing this right now, that as far as the perception of Jamaica is concerned internationally,
Mm-hmm.
we are here to be desired. And it's going to call for drastic solutions.
Yes.
And the drastic solution is this: you just have to call a spade a spade. Jamaica is not used to doing that.
Mr. Rattigan. Mr. Rattigan, welcome back to the program. Your views on this. Do you believe that the leader of opposition, the Honorable Mark Jefferson Golding, should lead a demonstration, a peaceful demonstration, to the Parliament of Jamaica, or to Jamaica House, or to the King's House, that's his King's House, where the GG sits, and demand for them to name the 6 parliamentarians, or demand the resignation of the Prime Minister because he has not tell the people of Jamaica or the Integrity Commission how much he's worth? Mr. Rattigan? It seems that if these people don't want Rattigan to talk this morning.
Every program that I watch, this man come on. It's the same thing. I don't believe in coincidences. This might be an exception to the rule, though, but it's just kind of odd.
Yes, I want to say good. I want to say good morning to JamaicaTV.com. Thank you for joining, my good friend. Thank you. You always come onto this program. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to take a quick commercial break on Roots 6.1 FM. We will not take a commercial break on the Make We Talk YouTube channel. We will not take a commercial break, but Roots will take a commercial break. I don't know what's going on with Wilfred Rattigan. I don't want him to talk at all. But based on what you see, what is going on, I get him back again.
Yeah.
Mr. Rattigan, you see that they don't want him to talk at all, man.
True. Yeah, but as I was saying, I won't pretend to give the leader of the opposition any advice. I mean, he's a very astute businessman, very accomplished politician in his own right, and he's surrounded by strategists of various levels of competence. So I wouldn't provide him with anything except to say that it has been proven that
Him gone again. Mr. Rattigan? It seems as if those people at certain entities are trying to stop Wilfred Rattigan. But we're live on the Roots 96.1 FM. We're live on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice, oh Lord, the voice of the inner city, yes. I'm going to say the voice of the Caribbean, the voice of the inner city. When you sit and you look into what is going on, Lion, you ask yourself the question, is this the Jamaica we're going to leave for our children? Mr. Rattigan, you're back with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, go ahead and comment to what we were saying, sir, because we lost you a while ago.
Yeah, the other thing is that the demonstrations have proven to be futile and useless. The government is not going to pay attention to any demonstration because they know that demonstrations are like, 7-day, 9-day wonders, that they will get some press first day or two, and then after that, that's it. So the idea of him marching up to, unless he's going to march with a large group of people and then he can get international press, that I think would be different than just marching up there with a few dozen people.
Yes. Mr. Rattigan is being free. I mean, he's freezing up as if he's cold in Washington, D.C. When you look on what is going on in this country of ours, the people of Israel rise up against Benjamin Netanyahu. The younger people of Israel rise up against Benjamin Netanyahu. And they had how many days of demonstration? I am not suggesting that anybody should rise up against the government of Jamaica. So let me make that clear. I am not suggesting that. Mr. Rattigan, you're back with us again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This is, I mean, it's usually we get interruptions, but this is unusual to get as many as we're getting right now. So maybe it's because of the way you addressed them yesterday, that call from Jamaica House. Maybe that's it. I don't know. They're taking it out on me. But let me just tell them, don't take it out on me. I'm not the person you called. Take it out on Jeffrey. Jeffrey is the one who you called. So, yeah, so as far as the demonstration is concerned, I don't think it's going to be useful unless you have a massive, massive crowd of people. And then you can get international attention. Calling for the Prime Minister's resignation, I don't know. I don't know if the leader of the opposition is ready to do that. I don't know. The one thing I would suggest to him though, bring a lawsuit. And then do the public relations campaign a bit. But the demonstration, unless you're gonna get 20,000, 30,000 people marching and going up there, and then you can get the international press, and then that's when they start to pay attention. But if you just march up there with and then also the other thing is this: if you ask for a permit, they probably won't give him a permit. So then what he'll have to do is he'll have to say, look, you know what? I'm willing to go to jail for this one. I'm willing for them to arrest me. So let's get 20,000 people.
He's frozen again. Be like Bustamante. Be like Bustamante when he went downtown Kingston. Or be like Michael Norman Washington Manley. Be like Michael Manley, who said, take me and leave my people.
Exactly. We're waiting on Rattigan to come back. Hopefully they'll let go his technology. Right?
Yes.
When you ask me the question, you know why I started out with Lisa Anna?
Yes.
That's a woman. That's number one. And she's in a lesser position than himself, that she can be more effective. Because Mark Golden has this as the leader of the opposition. Rattigan made them 2 points: litigation and public relation.
Mm-hmm.
Which, as far as the riot is concerned, is public relation. Just like how he can fill up national arena with thousands.
Yes.
He can lead a demonstration like Jamaica lockdown No shot no fire.
Yes.
Lead of them as the people rise up, and rise up don't mean so go destroy and pillage the place and fire shot and loot and no, cause that them want. No, that's not the objective. Rise up means the people just get up. Yeah.
We have Mr. Rattigan and Mr. Lion. Mr. Rattigan, you're back with us? You're back with us, Mr. Rattigan? Oh Lord. They're working on Ratty hard. Ratty, you have not get the Japanese thing, you know. Ratty, you have not get the Japanese thing. Don't you trouble Zion. Ratty. Oh Lord. Anyway, go ahead, Lion, because Mr. Rattigan is gone. He's frozen again. I don't know what's going on.
He could have easily jammed the streets of Kingston and St. Andrew.
Yes.
He could have easily done that. And also, he is not only just a lawyer, but an excellent lawyer.
Maybe, hold on for me, Celine. Maybe what I should do is join Mr. Rattigan to this call. Add him to this call. Maybe that's what I should do. Add him to this call and see what would happen, because it seems as if these people don't want. Yes, Mr. Rattigan, welcome to the program. They don't want you to talk.
I'll talk one more time now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Rattigan is back with us. Hang up your phone, Mr. Rattigan. Yes. Go ahead again, Mr. Rattigan. No, you don't have any mic. The mic. Mic gone again, Ratty. You come on or the mic gone.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. All Waterhouse hearing you now.
Oh, good. Yeah, now what the leader of the opposition should do is bring some lawsuits. And if you can get, if you can galvanize and mobilize 20,000 people for the march, then fine. That's a bit planned. And you have to be prepared to be arrested as well. I don't know if he has the stomach for that. But if I were leader of the opposition, those are two of the things I would do. I would call for a massive march up to Jamaica House, and then we just move forward and do it. Again, I don't know if they'd give you a permit if you tell them, "Oh, we have 20,000 people marching up to Jamaica House." I don't know if they'll give you a permit. I would actually ask for a permit so that we can march onto the premises, because they have the front lawn, and just do it there as opposed to blocking traffic. Just tell them, say we want to do it on the premises, because that's government property. That's not personal property.
But what I get to understand, Mr. Rattigan, because apparently Lloyd de Laglar stand up in front of Jamaica House. I'm the told he can't do it.
Did he have a permit though?
Yes, I think he had a permit, but he said he can't go in front of Jamaica House to demonstrate.
I don't see any reason why you can't go to Jamaica House and demonstrate. It's a people's house.
No, man, it is owned by who occupy it now,
It's what?
It is owned by who occupy it now.
Yeah, but that's still the people's place.
No. It is owned by them. You see what's going on? The parliament is owned by her. And Jamaica is owned by him.
Yeah, well, they might feel away there, but technically speaking, no. They occupy it, but they don't own it. The people them own it. The people of Jamaica own that. All right. So
do you think Jamaica is becoming a banana republic, Mr. Rattigan?
What was that?
Do you think Jamaica is becoming a banana republic?
Jamaica is a banana republic. The way it's been run right now. Not coming, not becoming, it is. Look at the way it's run. Well, let me put the question to you like this. Does it look like a democracy the way it's been run right now?
Does it what?
Does it look like a democracy? I mean,
no,
it
look like a Xi Jinping China and a North Korea. It look like a rocket man according to Donald Trump, and it look like a Vladimir Putin Russia.
Well, look, Jamaica is fast becoming owned by other people except Jamaicans, right? It at one point it was owned by the Brits. Then after independence, 16 well from the Brits kick out the Spaniards, I think it's 1655, and then the Brits occupied, run the whole thing till 1962. They turn it over to their minions to run it in their absence, and then the Americans, they own up a large part of it. The Chinese now, they own a substantial part of it, and other countries own parts of Jamaica. So I don't know what's going to be in a few years. I don't know what's going to be left for ordinary Jamaicans to own. I was just talking to a friend of mine today, and he's saying that it's becoming more difficult for young people to afford a home because it's priced out of their reach. But then you have people coming in from overseas, and he wasn't talking about diaspora members, Jamaicans returning. He's talking about people like the Chinese and others, that they're coming in and they're just buying up everything. And the people who live in Jamaica are finding it difficult to afford. Well, the young people, difficult to afford a first home, never mind a second home. So, and Vision 2030, like I said, I've said before to people, that's all it is. It's a vision. It's not reality. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen in 2030, where they can say Jamaica is the place to live, work, retire, raise a family, all of that. It's all rhetoric. It's all talk. It's not going to happen.
And do you think, do you see the People's National Party as a vibrant opposition party for Jamaica?
Look, that's an interesting question, because a few years ago, it and if you look at the polling, it didn't seem as if the PNP was, and you can go back to the last election too, didn't seem as if it was a viable party. Now I see where the opposition leader is making strides to bridge the gap or bridge the distance between himself, the party, and the regular Jamaican. So they're doing these town hall meetings right across the country. How effective are those town hall meetings? Not sure, but our recent polling again shows him, I think, 3%, a 3 percentage point lead over the prime minister. But see, all of this might be for nothing, because at the end of the day, it just depends on that day when people go inside of that polling booth, and voting booth, and they cast their vote. And we just don't know at this point in time. We're still a ways out, because remember, he doesn't have to call election until he can wait until 2025.
Yes.
Right? Can wait until then. So, and I think that's what he's doing. I think because he's looking at the polls, and so he's saying, look, it's not a good time. I think we're probably going to lose. So he's waiting for things to turn. But things may turn, things may not turn. But we're on a trajectory right now where it's just going downhill. But who knows? Things may turn around. We don't know.
I'm going to ask you and Lion this question. Do you believe that the two political parties in this country has done anything, has what should I say, uplift the life of the Jamaican people in the last 61 years of independence?
Well, speaking for myself and for my community, people from my community, I grew up in the time of Michael Manley, and I left Jamaica. Actually, I grew up with Shearer and Michael Manley. When I left Jamaica, Siaga wasn't prime minister. I think it was Michael Manley. And Jamaicans are living a 2023 nightmare. Yes, sis. You're so right. Yeah, but I can tell you that the PNP government under Michael Manley, right? They did a lot more, I think, than any government before or since. And I'm not espousing any view of support for the PNP. I'm just saying factually, this is what happened. I know a lot of people, poor people who benefit. I shouldn't even say a lot of poor people, a lot of poor communities that benefited from some of the policies then. A reasonable argument could be made that as to whether or not this PNP is reflective of that PNP. And it might not be it might not be a good comparison because times are different, people are different. You know, there's no Michael Manley around right now. There is no and I think it would be a disservice to Michael Manley to compare him to anybody around right now, whether you use the prime minister or the leader of the opposition. I mean, Michael Manley he's one of those generational, once in a lifetime type leaders, you know, where he could speak to people and you felt like he was talking to you, just like the two of you were just in a room alone.
He doesn't use those flim-bomber words of the fundamental hypocritical like what these people use.
And he didn't use the vumvava and the vumvavi.
There you go. Yeah. He did not use the vumvava and the vumvavi.
And I add, he used them, you know, and that's a skill of Michael Manley. He will start out a speech by saying, fundamentally speaking. And when you hear that, people learn the word fundamentally, even though they never use it normally in them discourse and them discussions. But you could mix it with the vernacular and you know how to communicate.
Yes. Mr. Ratty,
communicate.
You might go on again, Ratty.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if he went to school for communications, but he was a hell of a communicator.
Yes.
I mean,
he spoke to people and
very, 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 very. And you could feel his passion. Excuse me. You could feel his passion and love for the people. The politicians since then, they're just distanced from the people. But given a choice between Holness, Prime Minister Holness, and leader of the opposition, Golding, I can see where Golding is coming into his own. I didn't see that 2 years ago, but I can see where he's coming into his own, and I see where he's making a connection to the people. And if for no other reason, if all things being equal, Mark Golding doesn't have a political record as a prime minister. He has a political record as leader of the of Minister of Justice, where he passed a whole EPA legislation that benefited people.
He did,
and those things are not talked about. And I wish that they would talk about these things. It's almost like what during the Obama days when they said Obama wouldn't trumpet his achievements. You know what I mean? I wish that they would do a lot. I'm sure they're doing some things, but I don't think they're doing enough. And that's just my opinion. I may be wrong, but I don't think they're doing enough to get the message across. No. Putting that aside, if you just look at the prime minister and what he promised and what he's not delivered, I mean, the choice is clear. The choice is clear. And it's not one term. It's looking at a third term and things that he promised before he took office in 2016. He hasn't done any of them. He's turned his back on the people. He's turned his back on his promises. And you know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. People, we can't afford to be fooled 3 times. We cannot afford to be fooled 3 times. So the choice is clear. Choice is clear. And again, we don't have a viable third party. You know what I mean? We have some third parties. We heard from one of them last night, Up Jamaica. And I agree with some of the things that they're saying. I disagree with some of the things that they're saying. The UIC, in all seriousness, I cannot support them based on the manifesto that the things that they espouse. I can't support them.
Well, I will make this category. I will make this clear this afternoon or this morning that I cannot and will never, from the beginning, support the UIC. I cannot now or from the beginning support the UIC, and I will never support the UIC.
Will you support a third party? Do you see yourself supporting? Do you see yourself supporting a third party?
Yes, I will support a third party.
How about Up Jamaica movement?
Well, for the Up Jamaica movement, let me say this publicly. I see where Mark Cameron is trying. I see where Howard and Mark is trying their endeavor best. And I think I would support them. I think I would if I see more with them in the sense of what they can bring to the table to assist the Jamaican people. As I said to him this morning in a conversation, that they need to have more foreign policy, what the word I'm looking for, to come out and tell the people that, hey, we can do this way, or if just like what Aluma Samba said, Ambassador Aluma Samba said, that other countries look up to Jamaica and see where Jamaica they're going to vote with Jamaica.
Well, all right, let me put another question to you, and that is, you have two major parties in Jamaica, PNP and JLP, and the argument has been made that none of them not really serve the people, and the argument has also been made that one of them serve the people better than the other. If you could, do you see yourself working within one of those party structures to help change whatever you think is wrong with that party? To say, look, this is the way the party should function, and
Yes.
I'm going to go in there and I'm going to use my influence, use my intellect, use everything I have to kind of bend the party into the shape that it should be, as opposed to where it's going. Do you see yourself working in that forum?
At this present time, I don't think so.
What would it take for you to do that?
It would have to take, for me right now, the two political parties would have to come clean and tell the Jamaican people what they have done when they have signed papers to let other people come in, like to maybe to buy stuff in Jamaica. Okay. Tell us what you signed. Name the 6 parliamentarians. 1. Name the 6 parliamentarians. The Prime Minister must tell the people, if the Prime Minister need to get a Jeffrey Tavares vote, tell the people why you haven't declared or why you haven't done anything for them to your declaration. Name the 6 parliamentarians. For Mr. Golden now, what Mr. Golden need to do, and I said it before and I say it again, sit down with the grassroots people like a Michael Manley. Sit down with them, talk to them and ask them what they need. Just don't promise them. Do what they want, because they put you there. You're answerable to the people.
You know, and I'm getting some text messages here from Jamaica, and yes, like I said, we were talking about the accomplishments of a Manley-led PNP government, and people, I'm getting all kinds of testimony here to that fact that people got homes, people who were labeled bastards before because they were born out of wedlock. That changed. Women got their just rewards in the workplace. NHT, a whole list of accomplishments here. So the man wasn't just a talker; he was a doer. And to me, that's the hallmark of a leader. Somebody who said them going to do something, promise you, and them deliver. Or if them can't deliver, them come back to you and say, "Listen, I promise you this, and here are the reasons why I cannot deliver at this point in time. I'm still working on it." But not this gentleman that we have leading right now. This leading the country right now. And in fact, I think it's an insult to the word leader, because he's not a leader, and we have to make that abundantly clear. He's not a leader. And also the idea of, I mean, when we were growing up, remember, you know, the lighter skin you were, the greater the run. You mean run away or run in politics? But the lighter your skin, right? The greater the possibility that you would get a bank job as a teller. Because when I was growing up in Jamaica, most of the tellers, they were light skin, light complexion, right? And the black people, you see them sweep out the banks or something like that. And rare was the occasion during those days where you saw a black bank manager. Rare was the occasion. So See that? Look at this. People telling me that they were people, very dear friends of mine in Jamaica telling me that they were proud to be a Jamaican during those days. No, they want to go to Barbados. They want to move and go somewhere else because. But I said to my friends, there's hope. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Don't leave yet because I think I don't think you can get a government as corrupt and leaderless, rudderless as this one that we have here. I think anything will be better than what we have right now. And I say that with an abundance of proof. I don't say that because of a feeling. I say that because every Saturday we point out. In fact, this Saturday we're doing part 4 on the Prime Minister's lies, misrepresentations, and unfulfilled promises. Because that's what we're looking at. We're looking at things that he said he was going to do and things that he hasn't done, and things that he said he was going to do way back in 2016 that he hasn't done. So, I mean, if the argument about a third party, or TM is in Washington to see is okay, yeah. Well, that's true. Hey, sis, know the thing. I need to stay right where I am. Like I said, the only job I want in Jamaica, the only job I'm politicking, and I don't like the word politicking, but the only job I politic for is executive chairman of the Integrity Commission, because I really want to put them politicians in a prison. I really want to do it. And police commissioner won't do it. That position won't do it. And not only that, when you're the Integrity Commission, they have access to information that the police commissioner doesn't. Because and not only do they have access, they have the authority to get information. And so we can, and based on what we know here in the United States, and what we're going to find out when we get that job and we bring in our team, I'm telling, and there's no place for them to run. There's no place for them to run. They can't come to America because we'll have bangles waiting for them here, and wherever they run to, Europe, Asia, South America, Central America, wherever they run, they can't hide. So that's the one job I'd love, because I'd love to, because I know what some of the problems are. I wouldn't say I know everything about the Integrity Commission Act of 2017, but I'm familiar with it to the point where I've seen some of the loopholes, and I'd like to close those loopholes. And I'd like to have that job where I can work hand in glove with the corruption prosecutor, because that's one of the mandates of her, to provide advice to the commission, not after everything is over, but from the start. I would say, tell me, this is the allegation. Tell me what you need. What are the elements you need to prove your case in court? And we will go out and see if those things exist. We're not making things up. If they exist, then we expect you to prosecute. If they don't exist, then fine. We terminate the case. But we need to find this out from beginning, not towards the end.
Mr. Rattigan, we have Lion here in line same way. Let me ask you this question, Mr. Rattigan. If you should get a call as you come over here from Jamaica's Governor General, Sir Patrick Linton Allen, and saying to you, Mr. Rattigan, I would love for you to come to Jamaica to have a meeting with me, would you go?
When he said have a meeting about what?
About the security of our country.
That's not his portfolio. Him can't talk. That's not his constitutionally. That's not his portfolio to call somebody and say, "Look, I need you to come and talk to me about crime in Jamaica." That's a portfolio of the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security and the Police Commissioner. So if he said that to me, I would I would think that maybe this man, if he said that to me, because remember, constitutionally, legally, and otherwise, he doesn't have that portfolio. So I would be thinking that maybe this man wants to lure me there for some reason.
Hold on to me. We're going to say goodbye to Roots 96.1 FM. The voice of the inner city.
He said goodbye to me too, right?
No. We're going to stay here. We're going to say goodbye to Roots 96.1 FM. The voice of the inner city, for having me on. On the behalf of all of us here, returning to the studios of Roots 96.1 FM, Miss Isis, take it away. Yes, Mr. Rattigan. Why I ask this question? Maybe I should ask it a different way. If the GG called you and say you want to have a little discussion with you pertaining to, let's say, you want to give you an award of old donkey and old jock horse, would you go?
Well, if he called me today and said, I want to give you an award, I'll tell him that the awards were just given out. So the next set of awards are not due until late next year. So I don't know why he would be calling me now to talk to me about giving me an award right now.
But
Look,
he can give you award anytime he wants, though.
yeah, but generally speaking, they give out the awards all at once. You know what I mean?
Would
So
you
I would
take-
be an actor.
Would you take an award from the Jamaican government?
I'd give it to I'd give it to my good friend ugh.
We're gonna drive the plane and signal the jeep. Signal the plane and drive the
No.
jeep.
No, listen, here's what happened. Calling me and giving me an award, that's no attraction for me. Calling me and say, look, let's sit down and talk about how we can address the crime problem. Oh, you call me?
No. I think what happened, it is still going off. Let's forget about that.
Okay.
Because we're still on a call with
Yeah. No. If they should call me and say, look, we want to talk to you about how we can deal with the crime situation, how we can inspire and elevate inner city people who are really in need. Yeah, I would be interested in something like that. But if they call me and tell me they want to give me an award, I'll say, no, I'm not deserving of that. Seriously, I'm not deserving of it. That's not an attraction for me. I'm doing this not for an award. I'm doing this for the people. And so and listen, my work has just begun. So why am I deserving of an award? My work just started.
yes.
I'm not deserving an award. There have other people out there who've been doing this for
I think what they're doing, Mr. Rattigan. I think what they do, Mr. Rattigan, is they call people and they give them award to silence them. That's what they do. And the time a person take to be listening to this program, and then they're gonna go and report the person to whosoever they want to report the person to. I would advise you to listen to the program and take 6 cents out of nonsense and apply it to help the Jamaican people. And the person who I'm talking.
Right.
The person's on the line here listening to us and watching us now.
Yeah. See. Look, there are people who have been trying for a long time to change the situation in Jamaica. Those people are deserving of awards. Not some singer who, because of his political affiliation, him get an order of distinction. Actually, it's watered it down. You know, it's watered it down to the lowest common denominator, which is political affiliation. That's as low as it can go. It used to be based on service, but no. So my work.
Go ahead.
My work has just begun, Jeffrey, and I'm loving every minute of it because I'm fighting like crazy. And I'll tell you why I keep fighting. Just this morning, I received a letter from the Ministry of Finance. Why? I asked them to tell me why is it that Dr. Grace McLean, that they failed to provide information to or they failed to bring the action against her to recover the funds that she allegedly paid to this organization, which amounted to about 11 million Jamaican dollars, right? Now, keep in mind that they were supposed to bring this action. They had 3 years to bring it. They didn't, and it got thrown out of court. So I'm asking, well, what happened? Now, before I ask, Minister of Finance Nigel Clark, Dr. Nigel Clark, he was in the press and quoted as saying that it was the Ministry of Education's fault why they didn't move forward with the action to collect the money or to recover the funds from her. So I said, okay, since he's in the press talking about it, let me ask. So I asked them, you know what they came back and told me this morning? They can't tell me anything because that's part of a government deliberation, and therefore it's exempt.
Continue talking.
Yeah, it's exempt from it. So these are the kinds of things, people, that we have to fight for, because it makes no sense that you have a chance to get back $11 million that you can pump into the school system, and that money's gone unless they prosecute her criminally and they do an action, forfeiture action, to recover the funds, sell whatever she has, so that they can get the money back and pump the money into the school system, into the education system.
Hold
But
on
that's
for
what
me, Mr. Rattigan. Hold on for me, Mr. Rattigan. I have to call back line. I got a call from a listener. Go ahead, listener.
Yes, yes. I'm here listening to you on Rattigan.
You hearing me, Mr. Rattigan? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I'm asking you if all the lawsuit is for government members.
If all the what?
The lawsuit Rattigan said he have for doing, it is all members for the government.
No. It is the lawsuit that he filed against the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade is for her only.
But I heard him say he have some more.
Yes.
If all the lawsuit is for the government personnel only.
Yes, sir. It's only for government personnel. Because the purpose of the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation is to hold government accountable. Now, if we have information about private people's involvement in corruption, we'll certainly look at it. But our primary focus is to hold government accountable.
I'm asking you what the government have done you so much that you are on their back, so.
Well, let me ask you this.
Hold on a minute for me. Hold on a minute for me.
So what?
No. I run this program. I run this program. You hold on for me now. You know, you have some, and I will not apologize. You have some idiots out there who believe that when you come on here and speak about what is going on in the country, the W as a labor right or the W as a comrade. And this nonsense need to stop. The Jamaican people need to stop this nonsense. And don't call back this phone. You need to stop this nonsense. We're not a member of any political party. Now, do I get any pay from any political party? I am a Jamaican and I remain a Jamaican. What we're trying to do is to assist this country. This country is in need of help. What are you doing? I want to call my Lion on the program here. You know, Lion, welcome back to the program, my friend. Hello, Lion?
Yes.
Yeah, welcome back to the program. We're not gonna go ahead.
You know, I'm just reflecting on what is being discussed.
Yeah.
Not just here, but generally the atmosphere of the Jamaican airwaves right now.
Mm.
And it comes under two banners for me. One is collusion. The next one is solution. Let me start with the solution first.
Yes.
And I'm just going to do it with a little analogy, a little story. The first time I went to a beach in my life, I went in the water, just chuck off in the water because I was fascinated about water. And chuck off in the water. And while I was in the water, I find out that I can't swim because I never swam before. So I start sinking. So when I start sinking, something inside of me said, just keep a stroke, man. You know, like what you see on TV. Hands in front of you. And I start moving under the water. So I actually learned to dive before I actually swam. But after a while, I realized that all I had to do is to rise up because the water was about waist deep.
Yes.
That analogy is for Jamaica. Jamaica believe that they can't do anything because of tradition, the past, the violence, the garrison, the power of the Prime Minister, the negligence of the PMP.
Stupidness.
But all they have to do is to rise up, and they find that they're taller than the ones that who should be serving are pretending as if they're leaders. No. As far as collusion is concerned, I just talk about the solution. Jamaica people, all them have to do is rise up. It's done. They don't have to fire a gunshot, fling a stone, or even lift a stick. That's the solution. Now here the collusion. And it is evident and obvious in my mind that Mark Golden is aiding and abetting Andrew Holness to come back to power. All that is going on there as an opposition is a sham. He could have been much more effective than Rattigan. He has money, he's a wealthy man. He is similarly a lawyer and respected and also have standing, quote unquote. On top of it, he is in parliament. It doesn't matter if it's only 6. We're not talking about quantity, we are talking about the position, the quality of representation that is afforded a man of his position. Yet he's not holding Andrew Holness as a prime minister. He's shamming this. If the people of Jamaica open their eyes and look, he is facilitating this man to come back into power because he has been agreed with behind the chairs of parliament, himself and Andrew Holness. Remember, he's the first one who talked about him going to give half of his salary. We don't even hear how that salary fiasco work out, right? But Andrew Holness bribed the country across the board. And the ones at the upper echelons received it, plus other promises.
Yes.
Jamaica is trapped into believing that there's an opposition in Jamaica, and there is none. It's a collusion. They're working together. I have no further to say on that matter.
Thank you very much, Lion. Thank you.
Yes.
We may end up cutting the program now because I have an next program to go on. But Mr. Rattigan, I want you to and before I go any further, I must apologize to everybody for the way I react. But don't come on my program and believe that it's the Labour Party program run by Andrew Holness and the Minister of Misinformation. Okay? They don't pay me. And don't come on my program and believe that it's the People's National Party run by Mark Golden or Dayton Campbell. They don't pay me. Neither does YouTube pay me. I pay my own internet bill. I pay my own light bill. And I put on my 10 pound of chicken back on fire. Okay? So don't come on this program and believe that you can run this program. You can't even run your house. A chance if you can spell PNP much as JLP. I'm tired of it now. We're here trying to assist you people. And all you can see is the PNP and the JLP. You can't see that the country that you live in is sinking. You can't see from 1932 until I've been swapping black dog for monkey in this country. Huh? You can't see that we the Jamaican people can't even go on the beach to take a swim. But you can talk about, listen to me, don't make a go on bad in this evening. You know what I deal with? If my wife wasn't watching this program, my other family member, you see, I can't behave myself. Mr. Rattigan? Yeah. Your mic gone again, Ratty, you know what I talk?
Let them know say no afraid of nobody, Jeff.
Oh.
You know, as we're, you know, nobody yards.
As what the president of the Senate, they tell Lambert Brown. I don't afraid of no boy, no girl, no way. And it was said by a former prime minister. And the word that the word that the president of the Senate used in the parliament, I don't want to use it on here. Go ahead, Mr. Rattigan.
Yeah, the thing is, you're going to have people like that gentleman who called, and sometimes I think they're just stirring up mischief because I think they know that the government has failed and continues to fail.
You know what is going on, Mr. Rattigan? And I will not apologize to nobody. Robert Morgan, the Minister of Misinformation, is going around and giving people phone cards to call programs. That's what is going on. I'll behave myself. I'll behave myself.
Yeah,
Yes, Mr.
man.
Rattigan.
So things like that will happen, and we just have to just make it roll off our shoulder and just move on, because not everyone will walk the journey with you. And even some of those who say they're walking the journey with you, they're not walking the journey with you. They just say that. So we just have to just ignore ignorance, and
True.
so you just treat them accordingly. The guy come on with a bunch of ignorance, and you just treat him. Say, okay, fine, let me just dismiss you. So that is that. Tomorrow night, I think the Prime Minister is going to be in town. I think he's in town already.
Oh,
He'll be
I'm
in
going to
town.
ask you this question. Why do you think the Prime Minister is in Washington, Mr. Rattigan?
Somebody said he's here to see his side chick. I don't think that's. I don't.
Well,
I don't
that is
believe that
politics.
to be
I'm
the
a
case.
Democrat.
Eh?
That is politics. I'm a Democrat. They're all Republican.
Okay. Yeah, but no, he's here. He's here. One reason and one reason only. It's money. And if he meets with U.S. personnel, which I'm sure he will, it will be about policy. And the man is a failure.
I'm talking to them about us.
Look, that would be. I don't know if that would be wise on his part, because they cannot target U.S. citizens. I know that they can't do that. And if we ever found out that the Prime Minister came here and brought up our names to U.S. authorities as subjects or potential subjects of investigation, huge problem if we ever found out. Huge problem. So if he's listening, I tell him that if he's going there, don't talk about a Jeffrey Tavares or Rattigan alone, some of Nita, or just keep him mouth closed, because if that information ever filtered out to us, big problem. Big problem. So, but
Repeat it again,
I'm
Mr.
not.
Rattigan. Repeat, because I think he has a hearing problem.
Who?
You have to repeat it again. The PM has a hearing problem. He can't hear properly.
Well, he'll find out if he can't hear him or feel. So I'm going to leave it that way. He will feel. He will feel. No, so he's coming, and it's all about money. It's all about coming to the diaspora, and it could not come at a more inopportune time, because he's coming at a time when his reputation is at an all-time low, and he's bringing somebody with him whose reputation is in tatters, not just in the diaspora but internationally.
Yes.
Internationally, yeah. She's proven to be
and not only that, Mr. Rattigan, Jamaica's reputation on the foreign policy international scene is down, as what our good friend Ambassador Ward said, that Jamaica foreign policy is through the door.
Yeah, she's a diplomat.
Not his exact word, but
Yeah, no, she's a diplomatic dwarf. Jamaica used to be a diplomatic giant because we're small in stature, but in the diplomatic arena, we were giants. And now we're diplomatic dwarfs. People don't pay attention to us. In fact, people don't pay attention to us because they know that we're unreliable, right? We're biased. We don't know what we're doing. When you have your minister to your ambassador to United Nations, sit down in an armchair or wait to get instructions as how to vote, and then you get it, and then you come out and say, well, there was a cross in the communication. That's one excuse. And the second excuse was, oh, we were still discussing the issue, and then the voting came and went. It's nonsense. That's a damn lie. That's a lie. So, and people know this because there was a French outfit that they put out I think a video or a photograph with our minister sitting in his chair, because normally they have something with them they call a bathroom vote.
Right.
And that's when you don't want to vote on an issue, you go to the bathroom and wait for the vote to finish, and then you come back and you say, oh, I missed it. But he was in the hall. He was in the hall when
that's Ambassador Brian Wallace.
He was in the hall when the vote took place. And don't forget that he was the same man who gave the speech previously, a few minutes prior, on behalf of CARICOM.
Yes.
And then he actually casted an abstention vote for Jamaica on the resolution. Sorry, no, on the amendment, the Canadian amendment. And then when they took the vote on the resolution, he's still saying 3 minutes went by, 3 minutes between the vote on the resolution. Sorry, 3 minutes went by between the vote on the amendment and the vote on the resolution. 3 minutes went by and he's sitting there and he's still waiting. I mean, come on. Look at it. Just if you don't believe me, just Google the Jamaican non-vote, and you'll see the criticisms leveled at the Jamaican government from all quarters,
from all over the globe.
Yeah. So I mean, so they're coming now, and people have to say these people they take us for idiots, because you'd think that they would say, let's wait for everything to calm down a bit, and then take the temperature before we go. But them do all of this and then them decide to come. The judge just ruled that, look, essentially, if you overseas, you don't have any standing to bring the lawsuit. And she's coming. But something, nobody not talk about the appeal. Nobody talks about the appeal. Nobody. Not the minister, not the media. Nobody talks about the appeal. And the appeal, well drafted, well written, well reasoned in law and in facts. Yes. And we are supremely confident that the judge's decision will be overturned. It will be sent back to the Supreme Court, and then we'll put on the gloves again.
Mr. Rat, again, do you want to speak about tomorrow, or you want to speak about Thursday that we have planned?
We can talk about both. It's up to you. It's up to you.
No, go ahead. I'll allow you to do it.
Tomorrow, our Prime Minister, and I don't say that facetiously, he's our Prime Minister.
He's
duly elected. Yeah, he's duly elected. Let's make that absolutely clear. And he's not the Prime Minister of the JLP party or Tower Hill.
He's the Prime Minister of all Jamaica.
Exactly.
And all Jamaicans, even living in the diaspora.
Exactly. He represents all of us. He will be on tomorrow on a program called Let's Connect. It's a regularly scheduled series promoted by the Jamaican embassy, hosted by the Jamaican ambassador, Ambassador Audrey Marks. So he will be on that program. It's not his first time on the program. I believe he was on the program twice last year. Yes. But he will be on the program. It's a remote program. It's not Google, not YouTube. What do you call it?
I think she'll have it. I think she's gonna have it on her Facebook page though.
It's Facebook and so the other one. What's the other one?
You mean JamaicaConnect.org?
No. The platform.
Instagram?
No.
Instagram.
No, there's another one. Where they send you. It's not Google. It's
Zoom.
Zoom. Sorry, Zoom. It's on the Zoom platform. So he will be accompanied by the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Kamina Johnson-Smith. I must say, one of my favorite ministers, and that I say facetiously. So they will be on tomorrow, and they will be addressing the diaspora, and they will be fielding questions. It's a 2-hour-long program. I look forward to hearing what they both have to say, and I look forward to asking questions as a concerned Jamaican living abroad.
No. Repeat this. As a concerned Jamaican citizen and the whole of a Jamaican passport.
Exactly. So I look forward to what they have to say, and also not only what they have to say in terms of presentation, but also what they have to say in terms of answers to questions posed to them.
Yes.
So that's that. And I encourage everyone to sign up, because it's a RSVP event. I don't know why, because it's online, but it's RSVP. So sign up early and just show up and listen to what they have to say, because what they have to say is going to be quite telling on your future, considering that the elections are just around the corner. So that's one of the reasons I think they're here, to galvanize support for their campaign. and galvanize support, not only moral support, but also financial support and otherwise. Plus, they're here to meet with American officials. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have the minister of national security or the police commissioner with them, because the police commissioner was here the last time to talk about, handing over the names of dons in the U.S. so that the U.S. could track.
Mr. Rattigan, why you go down that road and poor Harris can't travel? Anyway, let's not go that way. Talk about Thursday.
Now Thursday, folks, we and my sister Maria, listen, and I was about to call you because we just had a discussion earlier, and that's when this thing was kind of formulated. We're planning to have, and Jamaicans are very familiar with round robin. At least people in the ghetto, they're used to round robin, where you go, they have a group of bars, and every week the crowd patronizes one bar so that you can make a money, and then and you just keep doing it, and that way everybody's sharing the wealth as opposed to everybody going to one bar all the time. So they have music and they have food and they have a crowd, and so they just circulate. This week it's your bar, next week it's my bar, the week after it's somebody else's bar, and we support the effort, and through that way people can actually make a living. Well, we're going to do that round. We're going to use that round robin concept in dealing with the issues of Jamaica. So we're trying to get a group of commentators, I would say, on YouTube and otherwise. We're trying to get everybody together on a platform where we're going to preach unity. We may have our differences about certain things, but the one thing that we're all concerned about is the state of affairs as far as the Jamaican government is concerned. So we're trying to get everybody on one platform where we can pick a subject, deal with that subject. People will be asked to they'll be requested to call in if they have something they'd like to say. And of course, the chat room is always there. And then the following week, we move to another platform. So this week will be the Make We Talk platform. The inaugural broadcast will be done on Jeffrey's channel, with Jeffrey as the host. I think I'll be the co-host. So it's Make We Talk this Thursday. I think it's 7 or 7:30. And we have a diverse group on, including the Northeast representative of the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council, Michelle, Neil. Right. So she will be coming on to present a view of where she's, her vision of the diaspora, her view of the diaspora, and where we should be going, where we are going. So, so that's what's happening tomorrow, Wednesday. I think the meeting with the Prime Minister is from 7 to 9. And then on Thursday, we have the Make We Talk round robin series. And that's going to go from, I think, 7:30 until you say when. So that's where, but people, you have to tune into, if you can, tune into both events, because you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot tomorrow by what you hear coming out of the mouth of the Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. And you're going to hear a lot about the questions and the answers provided. And then you can be the judge as to whether or not you think we have an effective foreign policy, we have an effective foreign ministry, and also an effective Prime Minister. Well, the Prime Minister, we know a lot about him because there's an abundance of records going back even prior to 2016 concerning things that he said. So that should be quite interesting. And then on Thursday, now you're going to get the real scoop, because you're going to get people now who are going to show up now, not with hearsay and innuendos. You're going to get people showing up with facts, people telling you things that actually happened, so that and they will be giving you citations. So, and when I say citations, I don't mean like a ticket. I mean citations in the sense that you can go look up this material and see it in black and white and in color too for yourselves. So you don't have to depend on our word. Our word is just, you should just take our word as a guide, and then you go follow that guide, and then you go look it up yourself, and then the next round, the next session, you can come back, and if we've said something that's incorrect, challenge us, because that's the only way we're gonna get better. Together, we will get better. So we don't proclaim to preach 100%. Of everything that we're saying to be 100% truthful or anything like that. We're saying this is what we believe to be truthful based on the evidence. Now, if you find something that differs from what we're saying, bring it to our attention, because maybe it's misinformation on your side or our side. We don't know, but just bring it to our attention. But we actually try to provide information that's irrefutable. So we do our research. We just don't stop because when somebody says this is what happened, we just don't stop there. We try to verify that what the person said actually happened. So that's what you're going to find on our side. Yes, Jeffrey.
Gentle people, thank you all very much. So join us on Thursday at 7 or 7:30 for the Mecwi Talk Round Robin. Consists of a lot of guests will be on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mecwi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. I have a next program coming up at 1 o'clock. So join me then. Join me there. What I'm going to talk about, I don't even know yet. But I will find something to talk about. Because this has been an extension of the Mecwi Talk program from Roots 96.1 FM all the way over into now. But I got to go. Thank you all very much for coming on. Thanks, Wilfred Rattigan and our good friend Lion for coming on. Until you hear my voice in the next couple of minutes, may God bless you and may God bless Jamaica land we love. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. All the best, everyone. Hold on.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey.